Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have one of the infamous Avatar sets, and it is the Air Temple. I have such a strong memory of this set even though I never owned it, and that was because my sister and I watched Avatar at its very premiere on Nickelodeon, and I remember when it became our birthday in 2006, we went out and got some birthday gifts, and I picked out the Krusty Krab, which I thought was amazing, and my sister was sick that day, so I was gift shopping for her, and I remember calling her on my mom's phone asking her if she would prefer to have the Avatar The Last Airbender Air Temple set or an off-brand Mega Bloks Pirates Fort, I think it was. And guess which one she picked? Yeah, it was the the Mega Bloks set. Much to her chagrin, all these years later, she owns it again. This is being borrowed from her. I don't own this set, but I thought that it'd be fun to review since we're getting to that time where all of the Lego sets, we're not going to have any new ones until the new year. We're kind of going to deep dive into some sets that are older and just kind of fun to check out. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So the Air Temple is set 3828, which came out in 2006. With a total of 400 pieces and 4 minifigures. It's originally retailed for $30, and now if you want it new, sealed and boxed, you're going to be paying $565, all the way down to, if you want it used, around $336. I do think that those prices are just a bit inflated. I don't believe my sister paid this much for this set, but I don't think it came with minifigures. She already had the minifigures, so that worked out in her favor. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the set, starting with the minifigures. Starting out with our minifigure lineup, and just so y'all know, please excuse the condition of these minifigures. A lot of them are rough, and it is because my sister got them extremely pre-owned for a very good price. As you can tell, Aang has been very played with, and not by her. Overall, though, he is a pretty cool minifigure. The use of that yellow and orange on the torso is very nice, and this was an earlier attempt with Lego on printing on top of another color, and it turned out okay. Definitely not something that we would be happy with by today's standards, but back then it was pretty cool to have printed legs, let alone this like dual tone was very, very neat. And of course we have the classic Avatar arrow. It carries over just a touch on the back of the head, and then there is no detailing on the back at all. Here we have Sokka, and I personally don't think that he carries over as well into Lego form as Aang does. He again has that like dual printing on the legs, which is pretty cool, and then he has a pretty plain torso with just that kind of blue kimono thing, the wrap, and then a strap on top of that, and then his face is okay. That's where I say that I don't feel like it carries over very well just because Sokka was so animated and super silly. This character, though, does have back printing, which is really nice. You can see, of course, his trusty boomerang, and then the printing for his ponytail is super, super weird. It's really like a tiny bun, and so I guess Lego just didn't print any further than that. I don't know. It doesn't carry over super, super well. I think definitely today, if they had redone it, you'd get like a piece for it specifically, or just a really, really good printing. But there is Sokka nonetheless. And then we have not a minifigure, but Momo. Oh, wait a second. This isn't Momo. This is Salacious Crumb. What the heck are you even doing here? We have little Momo as a character. I think he's very cute. He has an anti-stud, and he's just a little flying lemur, has a tiny little face print. And I did bring Salacious Crumb out here for a reason, because I feel like these are really the only two little tiny sidekick animals, creatures that Lego has really printed. And I think they're cute, and I could see them being friends if Salacious Crumb was not such a jerk. And then we have the Fire Nation bad guys, and this guy has a exclusive face print to this set, but otherwise he is relatively plain. I am not surprised at all by that. And then no double-sided faces. That was pretty unheard of except for Star Wars at this time. This other guy absolutely cracks me up. My sister clearly does not have the other helmet because she put this racing helmet on top of this guy. Nonetheless, it's a very similar helmet. It just is in red. I'll put a picture. But he has a really cool face. You see this in Avatar. I think it conveys over really, really well in Lego. And it's just very haunting or spooky, though the white face and flesh hands are a little strange. I'd have to look back and see if that's actually the case in the show. It very well could be, but other than that, he has a very similar armor piece, just different printing on the front. All right, starting off with the side builds, there are some for the good guys and some for the bad guys. Let's start with the good guys first, because I think they're a little bit less interesting. We do get a glider for Aang, which is very prominent in the show. My sister's is extremely bent, but it is there. So I actually think it might be missing a piece. It's got holes in the corners. I'm not 100% sure, but it's pretty cool that it's a plastic piece. I always like those. We also get a container of slime. This episode involves slime, I believe, and that's what that is. And then we get a slime launcher. Nothing super crazy, but I guess that's how, since they can't defend with anything else, like water or air, that'd be weird. Anyways, moving on to the bad guys, and we get a box of these really cool discs that load into this cannon, and I really, really like these discs. I personally have never seen them anywhere, but they have like a mix of like red and yellow like blended into them. Really neat. And then we have this big cannon, and honestly, I don't even understand how it shoots very well. I guess it just like, is it supposed to even move up and down this stud? If it does, I'm accidentally making it work. I don't know. It's a weird design to me. I don't understand this cannon objective. It's just weird. There is a winch in the front and these interesting industrial looking tires, and you can also take off the top and then replace one of the pieces here, and you have a spot to become a tank, and you can have one of the Fire Nation fellas driving the tank. So that's kind of cool. It's a little bit weird. I don't know. Checking out the main air temple here, and it's really nice that it comes in a white base plate. I like that a lot. And then we have some rocks with some snow. We have some designs on the door here, which are very nice. Then going up, we have some stickers on the front, which are really weird because they're just small stickers placed on a huge blank canvas. And so if you mess them up, it would definitely be noticeable. And then moving up, we have this tower piece, and that is printed, which is pretty cool. And then just a little bit of detail going through other than that. The doors do open. There's a mechanism on the back, which is really very confusing to me, but it does allow them to open up, which is always good and important. In the back, we don't have a lot going on. This is more of a facade build for sure. My sister's, when I picked it up from her to review, it had the trap door already down like that, but I'm pretty sure there's some sort of pin that should hold it in place. So I just like stole a tech pin from her house and used that because you could put slime up here. It could just drop down on your enemies there. We also have a nice little weapon area, and I do like that quite a bit. Another container for slime. There's a lot of that in this set. And then we have a third final story where you can put a minifigure if you want, but that's pretty much it. Over here, this is like a launcher of some kind. I guess you could put slime on it. You could put a character on it. Who knows? But that is there as well, and pretty much that sums up this set. I remember thinking that it looked so awesome on the box, and it was really cool that it was Avatar, and I liked that it was like an air temple. I remember in my childhood memory thinking this set was like way larger with a lot more details and play features than it actually really has. So honestly, for what it goes for today on the aftermarket, it is absolutely 100% not worth the price. It's not a very fun set. I mean, you can use your imagination, but the build of the air temple is just simply a facade. There's nothing behind it. There's no detail whatsoever. It would be interesting to see LEGO take this on now and see what they could do. I really wish that they would bring back Avatar as a LEGO theme. And unfortunately, even during the height of Avatar, they never did. And so that is something where I think only this and that ship are going to be the only Avatar sets that we ever get, unfortunately. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And until next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye.